Okie dokie. In this problem, they ask which of the following equations describes the line that contains this point and is perpendicular to the line with this equation. So now let's start with the equation they give us and talk about what it means to be perpendicular. So in this equation, the slope is -6 because again it is in the form of mx plus b. So m is our slope. So the slope of the equation they give us is -6. Our line that we're looking for should be perpendicular to this line. Okay, so to be perpendicular means their slopes should be the negative reciprocals of one another. Excuse me. So if this equation had a slope of -6, our line will have a slope equal to the negative reciprocal of -6. So negative reciprocal means -1 over -6. So I think I complicated that. It should be 1 over 6. So reciprocal means it's just the flip. So 1 over 6 from 6. And then negative means if it started off negative, it becomes positive. So 1/6 is the negative reciprocal, which means 1/6 should be the slope of our desired line, or our line that we're looking for. So as we scan through these options, which one has a slope of positive 1/6? The slope again is found next to the x value, so not this one. This one's close. This is actually -1/6, but not quite. Option C here has a positive 1 over 6, so that checks out. And then option D has a 6, so that's not it either. So just based on the slope, C is our answer. Excuse me. And if we needed to confirm, or if we got two answers that had 1/6 as the slope, we could plug in -4 in place of x, calculate this, and see if the output is -8 to match our ordered pair. Hope that makes sense. Let's do one more example. In this one, our line should contain the point 3, -1, and it should be perpendicular to this line. So this line has a slope of -1/10, which comes from here. So if we have -x over 10, that's the same thing as, so -1/10 is the slope of that line here. Okay, so our slope should be the negative reciprocal of that because we have a line that is perpendicular to the line given. So negative reciprocal would mean if it was negative, it's now going to be positive, and reciprocal means 1/10 just flips up to 10. So which of these lines has a slope of 10? This looks good. That's -10, that's -1/10, and that's positive 1/10. So A is our answer just based on the slope. So I'm wondering if this happens every time where you can just identify it by, finding the slope correctly. Again, if not, you can always plug and chug x values from this point here into the equations to see and confirm that the y value is the correct -1, like in this case. Or just make sure it corresponds correctly. If you plug in 3, you get -1. If you plug in the x value, you get the proper y value in return. Hope that makes enough sense. If you have any questions, though, please let me know.